What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Joe's Madness. We got UFC 225 with the co-main event. Personally, I feel this could have been the main event on its own, with all the drama and everything behind it, as we have Rafael dos Anjos going against Colby Covington. This one is going to be a very intense fight, with these two going to war here in a matter of moments in Chicago, Illinois, with Herb Dean as the referee to stop this one when it ends up being finished and over. If you checked out my prediction video, you will know who I am going with. I am a longtime fan of the man Colby Covington. Why is this acting like this? So weird. Come on, stop being stupid. So I'm going with Colby to get a TKO finish over Rafael dos Anjos. And this is going to be a really fun fight. I think it's going to be like, TKO, kind of ground and pound. Come on, stop. This fucking browser is really getting on my nerves. So, if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed this video, make sure to take a moment and punch that subscribe button into submission and slap the like button like a pimp, like you mean it. And share the video with your family and friends if you want to. I'll be doing some reenactments later on. Definitely doing one for Overeem versus Curtis Blades. I've done some reenactments in the past at different fights. To warn you, I am overweight and fat. I am a heavyweight. So here we go. Both have been announced. And Bruce Buffer left the ring before they did the stare down. And then he had to go back in. Are they going to tap gloves? Probably not. There we go. It's about to go underway. And I don't like that stream. God damn it. There we go. This is about to go down. Colby Covington and dos Anjos swinging at each other right away with lefts and rights. Colby goes in and gets a takedown right away on dos Anjos with 50s in the first 10 seconds. He's ragdolling him and bulldogging him. He's got a bulldog clinch on him. He's got the side. He's got a leg wrapped in, and dos Anjos is on his hands and knees. And Colby is ragdolling him around the cage, knee to the butt of dos Anjos. Dos Anjos back up to his legs. Colby ragdolling him around again. Dos Anjos punches him in the side of the head. Dos Anjos trying to turn around. Colby picks him up and scoops him and slams him down again, punching him in the side of the head. Colby is pushing on dos Anjos all over the place, and he's back up to his feet again. He's going and trying to go for a single leg. Nope, he goes for the underhook on to dos Anjos. Dos Anjos is coming in on him. Oh, he's trying to change the pressure of things. And he's putting a forearm in the face of Colby as Colby has dos Anjos up against the cage. Dos Anjos is still getting his back rubbed up against the cage and the octagon, and they're fighting and pushing for control. Now they're all the way over to the door, and dos Anjos eats a forearm elbow from Colby. Then they break free of each other. Colby goes for a head kick and misses and spins around, coming back after him. Colby is going with some lefts and rights, and dos Anjos going for some punches. Rafael dos Anjos' ear is bloodied open, and he eats a right and a left. Colby gets punched in the face a couple of times, goes back in for an underhook takedown, and he ends up pushing dos Anjos up against the cage. He hits him with a forearm to the face of dos Anjos. Dos Anjos trying to fight for hand control, and he wants to break free again. Colby is ragdolling him around. Colby eats a knee to the gut from dos Anjos. Dos Anjos is pushing on Colby. Colby digging deep and down, trying to get Colby down to the ground. Colby trying to get dos Anjos down to the ground. Colby is punching him with lefts and rights to the head. Colby is pushing dos Anjos up against the cage with an underhook and fighting for hand control. Another knee to the gut of Colby by dos Anjos. Another forearm to the head of dos Anjos. They break free of each other. A right hand to the face of Colby. Colby coming in, and dos Anjos backs up. No punch. A head kick to the face of dos Anjos. Dos Anjos seems a little wobbly maybe, and then they end up in the clinch up against the cage again. They break free of each other. Dos Anjos is backing up. A kick to the thigh of dos Anjos. Dos Anjos goes for a leg kick. A left and a right by Colby. Colby and dos Anjos throwing lefts and rights. Both of them connecting on each other. Dos Anjos eating more punches than Colby. Colby just ate an uppercut, and Colby eats a knee to the gut as he pushes him up against the cage. Colby trying to go for another takedown, an forearm to the throat. Colby leaving his head hanging out there. And Colby coming after Dos Anjos. Dos Anjos breaks off the cage. Colby kicks him in the gut. Colby going to the left and the right, hits him with a left to the forehead. And then Colby and Dos Anjos are up against the cage, fighting for control. Colby is eating some elbows to the forehead and some illegal elbows, a knee to the gut. And Herb Dean didn't do nothing, and some lefts and rights by Colby up against the cage. Dos Anjos breaks free from him. A front kick misses, and Colby coming in for a right hand, an uppercut to the gut of Colby. Colby eats a knee. Colby trying to dig deep down for a takedown. Dos Anjos trying to grab that arm and go for a Kimura. Nope. Dos Anjos and Covington standing back up in the center of the cage. Several kicks to the leg of Dos Anjos by Covington. Covington eats a right hand. Covington throws a couple of kicks to the gut, the body of Dos Anjos. Dos Anjos eats a right hand as he throws a right hand. A leg kick by Colby. Colby coming in with kicks, and Dos Anjos trading back with him. There is a lot of action between these two fighters here. A leg kick by Dos Anjos. Colby answers back with a couple of strikes, and Colby ends up clinching back up with Dos Anjos up against the cage. We got 45 seconds left in the first round out of a potential 5 rounds. Colby has a single leg attempt on Dos Anjos, but Dos Anjos hits him with a right hand to the face up against the cage. Dos Anjos has his back up against the cage again. Dos Anjos trying to go for a clinch and a knee. Spinning back fist attempt missed by Colby as Dos Anjos went for a kick. Colby kicking him in the thigh, and Dos Anjos answering back lefts and rights by both men, some missing, some connecting, and now they clinching back up underhook onto Colby. Dos Anjos up against the cage once again, and we have 10 seconds to go in the first round. He's pushing Dos Anjos up against the cage. Dos Anjos trying to break free at the last couple of seconds here as Colby keeps him, and we have Dos Anjos with a bloody ear. Can both of these men keep this pace up? That was non-stop, action-packed 5 minutes of hardcore MMA action right there between these two guys. That was sweet. This next round is going to be freaking awesome. It's going to be bananas. Man, somebody is going to drop. One way or another, somebody's getting knocked out, I think. The cardio, the gas tank, the fucking chin, the face, just the body shots, is everything, man. There's a lot that was happening in this. So much between these two fighters. Now here we go, going back at it. Second round is about to go underway with, oh man, with, oh man, my neck. Oh, that one, I think that was a little too far. Oh shit. A head kick attempt by Colby, slightly blocked. Lefts and rights by Colby. He goes for a takedown. He gets another takedown attempt on Dos Anjos, and he gets his backside slightly. He's got his legs wrapped in, but he got one leg wrapped around, and then Dos Anjos stops it. He's trying to bulldog him down to the ground. Dos Anjos is up on one hand, and he's back up to both feet. And they're clenched up with each other. Dos Anjos with his back up against the cage. Colby is pushing on Dos Anjos. Dos Anjos eats a forearm by Colby as he has his back up against the cage. Dos Anjos trying to break free. Colby's pushing up on him, trying to go back for another takedown attempt. Colby pushing on to Dos Anjos. He punches him in the face again. And Dos Anjos went for a guillotine, but Colby got out of it as he went for a single leg, and they're both up against the cage door as Colby hits him with a forearm, and Dos Anjos with a nasty leg kick to the body of Colby. Colby answers back, a couple leg kicks and a punch to the face. Another leg kick by Colby, a front kick missed. Dos Anjos goes for a couple punches and misses, and he gets bulldog pushed up against the cage by Colby. Colby digging deep down, trying to get a trip and take down Dos Anjos, and the crowd chanting Colby sucks as Colby has been putting a beating on Dos Anjos. Dos Anjos with an uppercut onto Colby as Colby's trying to dig deep for a takedown, and he gets a takedown. He rolls out of the takedown though, and Dos Anjos and Colby are back up against the cage again. That was close. If Colby was quicker, he could have gotten him into a rear naked choke. But now they're both standing up, trading lefts and rights. Colby putting a more higher output onto Dos Anjos, and they both kick each other in the thigh at the same time. A punch to the body of Colby by Dos Anjos, and they're both kind of throwing punches, and like it's something kind of crazy. Dos Anjos is punching him in the body again. Dos Anjos eats a left hand to the face, back to the center of the octagon, and Colby's chasing down Dos Anjos. Dos Anjos backing up, doing a two-step. He eats a left to the face, right down the pike, and he ends up pushing Dos Anjos right back up against the cage, grating his body up against the cage like he's a piece of cheese on a cheese grater. A knee to the belly of Colby by Dos Anjos. Colby trying to go for a takedown again, but Dos Anjos is fighting hand control and fighting for the arms, and he ends up eating a forearm to the face by Colby. Colby and Dos Anjos breaks free from Colby. Colby's chasing him down, walking him down again, kicks him in the ankle. Dos Anjos hits him in the face. They're both in the pocket, punching each other with lefts and rights and uppercuts from what it looked like, and then there was a little jazz. What's going on? Oh, an uppercut by Colby, and Dos Anjos answered back and hit him, and they're both punching each other very rapidly and wildly. A lot of kicks by Colby to the legs and to the gut of Dos Anjos. Dos Anjos eats a couple of strikes, and he answers back. They're both swinging at the same time a lot. Oh, when he clipped Dos Anjos in the ear. Dos Anjos is backing up. Colby is chasing him down, boxing up with him, and Dos Anjos is going back up against the cage again, and Colby ducks down for another takedown attempt, and he's pushing him up against the cage as if he's a piece of cheese on a cheese grater. Colby is taking the fight to Dos Anjos. A minute and a half left to go in the second round. Colby going for another takedown, trying to go for those legs, and Dos Anjos is fighting for hand control and punching Colby in the face slightly. And Colby Dos Anjos just need him slightly, and they're both fighting for hand control and position, up in the clinch up against the cage. Colby is landing several strikes on Dos Anjos right there in the pocket. He hit him with a left and a right, and Colby's smiling. Dos Anjos hits him with a leg kick, and then Colby answers back the leg kick and the left to the face of Dos Anjos. Dos Anjos is walking backwards. He eats an uppercut, and then he's trying to take him down. Oh, and Colby takes him down. He has got his back. He is mounted on his back. Is he going to be able to wrap up the legs? Is he going to be able to end up getting full back control and submitting or TKOing Dos Anjos? Dos Anjos is on one knee, and he's on another knee. He's on both knees with his forearms down on the ground, and he's trying to get back up. He's standing back up with Colby Covington on his back, and Colby trying to get the leg in. He's bear hugging Dos Anjos from the backside, kind of the left side of him. He's trying to pull him off the cage. Dos Anjos just grabbed the cage, but then pulled his hands away as the referee, Herb Dean, was about to do something. 10 seconds to go, and they break free of each other. Colby going for a kick, but it wasn't a really good attempt. Oh, and he hits him with a nasty right hand to the face of Dos Anjos. And we are going to a third round as Dos Anjos' ear is, he got them cauliflower ears, and the cauliflower ears on one ear is definitely bloodied up. Colby going in on these highlight reels. This shit is crazy. Wow. A nasty right hand to the body from Dos Anjos in that highlight, and then a nasty uppercut by Covington. So I haven't made videos since like November, right around Thanksgiving of 2017, with doing live videos and such. And now I just, I did the CM Punk, Mike Jackson, Tai Tuivasa, and Arlovsky, and Megan Anderson versus Holly Holm, and all three of those went the distance. Man, it's a lot of talking, 45 plus minutes of non-stop talking. And now we have Colby and Rafael dos Anjos going to a third round. Wow. Okay, is it going to end here? Will we get a finish here in the third round, or are we going to end up seeing championship rounds with Colby Chaos Covington and Rafael dos Anjos? Covington runs right across the octagon, cutting off the octagon on Dos Anjos, and he goes for a couple of kicks. Dos Anjos throwing some strikes in, and Colby Anderson back. Colby just ate an uppercut by Dos Anjos and then pushed him up against the cage and bear hugged him. Dos Anjos has his back up against the cage. They're fighting for hand control as Colby is trying to get a takedown onto Dos Anjos. He's digging deep into the crotch of Dos Anjos. He's digging deep for them balls. He said he was going to put his balls on his face, but maybe he just wanted Dos Anjos balls on his arm. I don't know. So anyways, an uppercut by Colby. Dos Anjos going for uppercuts and crazy punches. These guys are both going wild with strikes on each other. Lefts and rights by Colby, and then he goes and pushes him up against the cage, gets him up against the cage, trying to go for another takedown, goes way down deep and then gets right back up, and Colby and Rafael dos Anjos are up against the cage. Dos Anjos trying to fight and switch position, knees Colby in the gut, but then Colby pushes Dos Anjos up against the cage, stopping his progress. A forearm by Colby. Dos Anjos and Colby fighting for control up against the cage. A forearm, elbow by Dos Anjos. Dos Anjos and Colby let each other go. A body kick by Colby and a right hand by Colby to Dos Anjos, and he goes for a head kick blocked. Dos Anjos getting some strikes on him and a kick. Doof. Yeah, bam. Punching each other. Colby getting the lefts and rights, and Dos Anjos getting like one strike in, and then Colby picks him up, takes him down, dumps him, and he's got his back again. Colby with the wrestling and the grappling, and Dos Anjos trying to cheat and grab the cage, but he is stopped by Colby, and he's rolled himself around to where Colby doesn't have Dos Anjos' back anymore. Dos Anjos and Colby are in the clinch, right, and then Colby pushes him off, and he kicks him in the thigh. Dos Anjos and Colby kick each other both at the same time, and Dos Anjos got kicked in the nuts. He got kicked right in the balls, the junk, the marble jaw. They both went for kicks at the same time. That definitely was not intentional. Boo, man, that's some hardcore kick to the fucking cup, man. That shit was hard. And they're already back to the action. That didn't take long. And they're in the clinch, and Colby is going crazy with multiple strikes and uppercuts. And now they're broke free, lefts and rights by both men, striking each other, and some missing, some connecting. And now Colby is clinched back up with Dos Anjos up against the cage, getting control, pushing him up. And what's he going to do? They're clinched up with each other now. A knee to the gut of Colby. They're hunched over on each other, kind of. Colby pushing back up on Dos Anjos up against the cage. A knee to the gut and the clinch by Dos Anjos. And Dos Anjos eats a forearm. Still up against the cage. Colby rolling him around, pushing on him, punching on the body some. Colby pushing him in the face. They broke free of each other. Dos Anjos with a left and a right. Colby coming back answering with some strikes. Dos Anjos with an uppercut. Colby coming back with multiple strikes and a knee. I think that knee hit him in the chest more than the face. And now he's going for another takedown attempt. And Colby going after Dos Anjos up against the cage, trying to wrestle him down and tire him out. And he's he looked like he was going to bear hug him down, and Dos Anjos breaks free. Head kick attempt by Covington that was blocked. These guys are punching the shit out. Ooh, some nasty combinations by Covington, and then he goes back in for the takedown up against the cage. Dos Anjos did get some nice strikes on him. Colby has got the back of Dos Anjos. Dos Anjos on one knee. He's getting kneed in the butt by Colby. Covington has his back up against the cage. Dos Anjos is trying to slip his way sideways to get Covington off his back. They're fighting for hand control and position, and now he's back in front of Dos Anjos. Dos Anjos does not have the threat of his tap back being taken. Kick to the gut as they break free. Both men swinging with wild lefts and rights. Dos Anjos landed a right. Covington misses and clinches up with him up against the cage, again with an underhook. Fighting for control, trying to get that takedown, and once again onto Dos Anjos with under 10 seconds to go now in the third round. So it looks like we're going to go for a fourth round. A knee to the body of Covington. They break free, a kick to the body of Dos Anjos, and the referee Herb Dean steps in his way, and they're staring each other down, and Herb Dean has to get in the middle of them and get them to go to their respective corners as things were getting heated there at the end of the third round. So we are going to championship rounds to a fourth round. Who is going to win the gold? Who is going to win the interim welterweight championship and have the right and the claim to face Tyron Woodley unless he ends up retiring and relinquishing the belt, and going up to the middleweight division where I believe he belongs. We will see. Time will tell what is going to happen. Right now, I got it 3 rounds to none. Colby over Dos Anjos. I don't have Dos Anjos winning any of the first 3 rounds. Colby is he's just on a fast track, a train, going choo choo choo, choo choo choo, motherfucker. Like Artem Lobov. What did he say? Choo choo something. Choo choo, motherfucker. I'm here. Something. And then he lost. Here we go. 4th round of chaos between these two warriors and gladiators in the welterweight division. Ooh, RDA coming out swinging hard with a couple of lefts and rights hard to Colby, but Colby eats him, and he's bouncing around, coming at him, but Dos Anjos is coming at him. Oh, a head kick by Colby, blocked by Dos Anjos. Dos Anjos is putting pressure on Covington now. Covington pushes him off as they were in the clinch. He kicked him in the knee as Dos Anjos punches him in the face. Colby punched him. Colby missing some right hands, going for a kick to the thigh, a kick to the body. He eats an uppercut by Dos Anjos, and he gets bulldogged down by Dos Anjos. By Colby bulldogged Dos Anjos down for a moment, but Dos Anjos able to get right back up. Dos Anjos going for a takedown, and he gets Colby down to the ground. Dos Anjos is on top of Colby Covington. He's over on side control. Colby is on his side. Colby's trying to get up. He is on his knees and his hands. They are in a north-south position, and it looks like Dos Anjos wants to get some kind of choke, or maybe he's going to try to spin around, or he's going to try to push him over and get top control. He has an underhook. They're both on their knees on the ground. Colby is up on one knee. Now he's back down to one knee, and they're still in a north-south position as Dos Anjos has control of the hand, one of the hands. Kind of. He has an underhook, and now Colby got back up. He pushed Dos Anjos up against the cage, and now they're both standing back up. Dos Anjos breaks free, and he goes for another takedown attempt onto Colby, and he gets a second takedown onto Colby. Colby is on his butt. Dos Anjos with his shoulder deep into Covington, with his butt up high. Then he puts his knees down, and he's on top of He's on top of Covington, and he's doing a shoulder block, pushing Colby into the cage. He's trying to take his back. Colby is standing up, and he's got his hands leaning over. But right now, things have turned the tide, and Dos Anjos is putting the pressure onto Colby Covington. Maybe this was Dos Anjos's, plan all along, was to try to burn out Colby for 3 rounds and then come back and bulldog him around and get a finish. But he's nowhere near the finish at this point in time with 2.5 minutes to go, as Colby has one knee on the ground, one leg up, and he's hunched over with one hand down, trying to stop Dos Anjos, while he's bear hugging him and holding him up against the cage, grinding on him, and he's making him like he's a piece of cheese now in a cheese grater, and he bulldogs him back down to the ground. Dos Anjos hunching over onto Colby. Colby trying to put his arms in between and try to break free. As he stands up, he breaks free. Dos Anjos with a couple of right hands. Colby eats a left hand. Colby coming forward, doesn't pull the trigger on the kick, goes for a kick and then misses. Goes for a kick. Dos Anjos with a right hand. Dos Anjos misses. Dos Anjos with the right hand. Colby misses the uppercut. Colby hits a right and a left. He hits a couple of punches, and Colby pushes Dos Anjos up against the cage. Colby has got the pressure back onto Dos Anjos. Is the tide still turning? Oh, they break free. Dos Anjos trying to go for a takedown, and Colby's able to fight that off, and Colby has Dos Anjos up against the cage once again. Dos Anjos and Covington are fighting for position up against the cage. Covington is trying to get a knee in on a thigh. Dos Anjos is trying to fight out of it with an underhook. They're off the cage. They're in the clinch. Now they're back up against the cage once again. And here goes Colby with his hands over the face of Dos Anjos. And lefts and rights by Colby on the break, and he's chasing down Dos Anjos. Dos Anjos just slapped them, and now they're both trading lefts and rights, and Colby pushes him up against the cage again, digging deep down, wanting to go for another takedown. Dos Anjos hits him with a forearm, kind of elbow shot to the head as he is hunched over. Colby pops his head up, and Dos Anjos eats a little right hand to the face as they break free. Went for a head kick. Colby going for lefts and rights and multiple strikes, and Colby just swinging wildly, going after Dos Anjos. Dos Anjos swinging at him. Dos Anjos gets taken down by Colby, and they are not on the cage. This time, Colby has Dos Anjos away from the cage as he is on top of him and side control with 10 seconds to go in the fourth round. Dos Anjos and Colby fighting for this round. Dos Anjos's Colby's hand was in between the legs of Dos Anjos, digging for them balls once again. His leg was wrapped in there too. So we are going to a fifth and final round in this championship fight. Who will win the war between them? I feel that if Dos Anjos is going to win this fight, he has to get a finish here in the fifth round, because I feel that Colby took the first 3 rounds. That fourth round is a toss-up and a flip of a coin, depending on the judge, because there were parts where Dos Anjos was, he got a couple of takedowns. He took him to the ground, and he was beating on him, but then they were popping back up and down and popping up and down. Covington was also taking it to him, putting pressure on him, beating on him, punching on him, and taking him, going for takedown attempts, and did get that takedown attempt at the final bell, final horn of the bell. Dos Anjos is in all-out need finish mode, in my opinion. 20 minutes in the books in this legendary fight, this legendary war between Rafael dos Anjos and Colby Chaos Covington. Colby comes out right away across the cage with a kick to the gut. They're both swinging at each other. Colby goes for a takedown attempt. He's bear hugging him, ragdolling him around, trying to get that leg scooped in there onto Dos Anjos. Dos Anjos is hunched over up against the cage, and it looks like Colby could potentially be taking him down, but no, he's pushing on him. Need him in the thigh. Colby need him in the thigh as he's bear hugging him. Dos Anjos is trying to fight for hand control and break the hands free off of him. He wants Colby off of him badly, as we have 4.5 minutes to go here in the fifth and final round of the co-main event of Colby Covington versus Rafael dos Anjos for the interim welterweight championship, and they are clinched up against the cage. Colby with some strikes. A flying knee by Dos Anjos, and Colby ends up eating it and pushes him up against the cage. That was crazy. How did Colby stay standing with that shot and not get knocked the front door out? And he takes down Dos Anjos. He takes his back. He's trying to get in position for a potential RNC, rear naked chokehold. Oh no, and he breaks around, wraps around, and lets go. Dos Anjos eating some lefts and rights, and he pushes Colby away. This is a sick fight. They both kick each other at the same time, but no nut shot this time. Colby with several kicks, and he just ducks down in there as Dos Anjos punching at him, pushes him up against the cage, wrestling with him, trying to grapple him down, trying to dig deep down and pick him up and take him down as Dos Anjos is fighting it off, trying to stop Colby from getting it. He wants to go for a Kimura here, I believe is what Dos Anjos is trying to do, but Colby ain't letting him do that. He's trying to pick the ankle. He picks the ankle, and then he ends up swapping around and taking the back of Dos Anjos. Now he's on the side of Dos Anjos. Instead of his back, he's got his leg in between his legs, trying to take down Dos Anjos. Dos Anjos fighting for hand control. We have under 3 minutes to go here in the third round, and Herb Dean claps his hands, telling them to do something and move it. They are doing something. They are moving. There's a lot more going on here than some of the other earlier fights where they didn't stop the guys and break them off. They're clinched up against the cage, fighting for position, and it looks like they're going to end up breaking free from someone. I thought I just seen someone out the corner of my eye, and nobody was there. That was weird. Oh, what just happened? He just punched... Colby just punched him in the head with the left hand, and then ends up digging him back into the... up against the cage, bulldogging him, knees him in the thigh. Dos Anjos trying to go for a guillotine choke. No, Colby pushes it off. Colby and Dos Anjos up against the cage with 2 minutes to go in this 5-round fight. Will we see... Oh, Dos Anjos gets kicked in the gut by Colby. Herb Dean almost got in the way of the action, or almost got into the action. What is going on here? Come on. I don't know what just happened. I totally missed that. Something happened, and now Colby has him up against the cage again. I think he just stepped out the way of getting knocked out or something, or he got hit and then moved out to the side. Come on, 1 minute and 20 to go. What is going on? Why is my computer being retarded? And he's digging deep down, trying to get Dos Anjos down to the ground again. And they're bear hugging each other. Oh, a knee to the gut of Covington by Dos Anjos. Colby pushes him back up against the cage again with under 1 minute to go. Dos Anjos is on his back trying to go for a Kimura, and Covington flips out of it. Oh, and they're both going with lefts and rights, and we got a slugfest going back again. A left hand by Colby, a left and a right. Dos Anjos with a right and then a left. They're both throwing lefts and rights. Is somebody going to get dropped here? Both rocking each other with multiple lefts and rights. Jesus, this is like rock'em sock'em robots. These two were just slugging and snapping the snotting out of each other and popping each other in the face over and over again. And then Colby goes and pushes Dos Anjos back up against the cage, goes for an ankle trip but doesn't get it. And now they're clinched up against the cage with 10 seconds to go. Dos Anjos breaks free from Colby, and we have the last 10 seconds, and they're kicking at each other, punching each other. Lefts and rights by Colby, and a right by Dos Anjos. A left by Dos Anjos, to end the fight. And we are going to the judge's decision, and Colby looks like he hasn't really been in much of a fight, where Dos Anjos' ears all bloody, his nose is bloody, both ears of Dos Anjos are bloody and leaking, his nose is bloody, he falls down up against the cage. One of his guys was there with him, putting his hands up, and Dos Anjos goes up against the cage and then just drops down to his butt, and Colby's walking around the cage, celebrating. A lot of crazy stuff here with the highlights. A lot of lefts and rights by both men, and uppercuts and knees to the gut. A lot of wrestling and grappling. Wild stuff. Colby just constantly putting pressure onto Dos Anjos in this fight. I believe Dos Anjos is going to lose this fight 49-46. I only think there's one round that Dos Anjos won, and that was the 4th round there. I believe the 5th round goes to Colby. Man, my throat is rasp. I gotta grab some cough drops before the main event. I'm starting to sound like Jesse Ventura or something like that. I don't know. I'm going to mute it real quick. Oh, actually, wait. Distance strikes 91 for Dos Anjos, 73 for Colby, 57 clinch strikes for RDA, 81 for Colby, takedowns 2 for Dos Anjos, 7 for Colby. Advantage 46% for Colby, 10% for Dos Anjos. I'm going to clear my throat. And here we go. They are getting ready to make the announcement. Dana White's in there with the belt. He is behind Colby. 5 rounds of action. A decision. Score the contest. 49-46, 48-46, 48-47, I think. I got it. But winner by unanimous decision and new welterweight champion, new interim welterweight champion, Colby Chaos Covington. He's like, I'm coming for you, Woodley. What? That's going to be an awesome fight if the two of them get to fight. And then here is Joe Rogan with Colby, new welterweight champion, Colby Covington. He's like, this is a real championship belt. Say they bringing it to the White House. He's even put it on Donald Trump's desk. He's like, Woodley, you're a coward. You should have been here taking an ass whooping tonight. You can't hide no more, Woodley. It's like, this is a real championship belt, Woodley. You got something to say? Come see me, bitch. That's what he said to Woodley. This is pretty intense. Definitely, I imagine that the interview is going to be on UFC's YouTube page and whatnot, have you. So, that was an epic fight. A lot of fun. Crazy. Went the distance. All 4 main fights so far on the pay-per-view have gone the distance. Not one finish on the pay-per-view. How freaking nuts is that? So, next up, we have Robert Whittaker, Bobby Knuckles, the Reaper, versus Yoel, Soldier of God, Romero, and somebody is going to get dropped in that one. If you're new to the channel and you have not subscribed yet, punch that subscribe button into submission. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to slap the like button like a pimp. Share the video on the internet, on your social media platforms or whatnot have you. That'd be awesome if you want to. That'd be cool. I'll be doing some reenactments of some of the fights either later on tonight or in the morning. So definitely stay tuned for those. But next up, we will have the non-title middleweight fight that could have been a championship fight, but is not. But we still get an awesome fight coming up next with Robert Whittaker versus Yoel Romero, and that one's going to be fun. I'm going to take a quick break, grab some halls, so my throat is getting tore up. I ain't talked this much in a long time. It's been a lot of fun. I'll be back very soon. Thanks for watching. You guys are all awesome. I appreciate it.